Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Honda Accord from 2008 to 2012 may display Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC B1229, which indicates an open in the sunlight sensor circuit. This code can be associated with the indicator E and Auto, which points to issues in the system that regulates automatic lighting and other climate control functions. The sunlight sensor located on the dashboard reads environmental light levels to adjust the cabin's climate and lighting conditions automatically. If the sensor is malfunctioning, it causes incorrect readings, thus influencing the vehicle's automatic lighting system and possibly leading to diminished visibility. Understanding the role of the sunlight sensor is crucial as it integrates directly with the climate control unit, impacting overall cabin comfort and safety. This presentation will guide you through diagnosing and fixing this issue step by step. DTC B1229 indicates a specific fault in the sunlight sensor circuit of the vehicle. This circuit plays a vital role in monitoring natural light conditions to automatically adjust the cabin's environmental settings. The sunlight sensor is primarily located on the dashboard, often near the front windshield, where it can effectively detect light levels. If it senses inadequate light due to a malfunction, the climate control system may not react appropriately, compromising passenger comfort and safety. The sunlight sensor communicates with the climate control unit, thereby impacting the automatic lighting and temperature control systems. Recognizing the important role that this sensor plays in vehicle operation is key to understanding the error code and its implications. The possible causes of DTC B1229 include several factors that can disrupt the operation of the sunlight sensor circuit. Firstly, wiring issues, such as breaks or shorts in the wires leading to the sensor, can cause an open circuit that prevents effective communication. Secondly, connector problems may arise, including corrosion, dirt, or loose connections within the plug terminals that hinder proper electrical conductivity. Additionally, a faulty sunlight sensor itself could be the root of the problem, leading to incorrect readings and a failure to trigger the desired automatic lighting functions. A careful examination of these components is essential in pinpointing the cause of DTC B1229 and effectively resolving the issue. Symptoms associated with DTC B1229 can significantly impact the driving experience in your Honda Accord. One of the primary symptoms is the automatic lights failing to operate as intended. They may not turn on at all or could remain on when not needed. Furthermore, you may notice erratic climate control settings where the system fails to adjust based on the environmental light detected, resulting in discomfort within the cabin. Additionally, the vehicle's dashboard may display warning indicators associating with this fault, alerting the driver to potential issues in the sunlight sensor circuit. Recognizing these symptoms can aid in early diagnosis and facilitate timely repairs, ensuring the vehicle remains safe and comfortable to drive. The first step in troubleshooting DTC B1229 is to clear the diagnostic trouble code using the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS. This specialized tool allows technicians to reset the vehicle's computer system, erasing the code from its memory. Subsequently, you must turn the ignition switch to the lock position, denoted as 0, and then switch it back to the on position, marked as II. This step ensures that the vehicle's electronic systems are fully reset, preparing them for the upcoming diagnostics. Properly executing this step is critical as it may clear temporary issues that do not warrant further investigation. After completing this, you'll be ready to assess whether the problem persists. Following the initial step, the next procedure involves performing a self-diagnostic function using the HDS or the climate control unit directly. The self-diagnostic check will run through various tests to assess the functionality of the sunlight sensor circuit and related components. Following these tests, you must check for any new diagnostic trouble codes that may have emerged. It is essential to note whether DTC B1229 still appears. If it reappears, it indicates that the issue was not a temporary glitch and further investigation is necessary. However, if the code does not appear, the problem could likely be intermittent, and troubleshooting may require inspecting wiring and connections instead. In this step, you begin by turning the ignition switch back to the lock position, ensuring that all electronic systems are powered down. Once completed, disconnect the sunlight sensor's connector. Depending on whether your Accord has automatic lighting, you will either use the 5P connector with automatic lighting or the 2P connector without. Next, also disconnect the climate control unit connectors, A, the 28P connector, and B, the 12P connector. This disconnection is crucial for safely performing continuity tests in the following steps. It isolates these components, allowing for targeted diagnostic testing to identify whether the sunlight sensor or supporting systems are malfunctioning. Step 4 requires checking for continuity between the climate control unit connector A, 28P, terminal number 25, and the sunlight sensor 5P connector, terminal number 4, in models with automatic lighting. In models without automatic lighting, check continuity between climate control unit connector A, terminal number 25, and the 2P connector, terminal number 1. Continuity means that there is an unbroken path for electricity to travel through the wires. To conduct this test effectively, you may need to refer to the vehicle's wiring diagram to confirm terminal numbers and ensure accurate identification of pins. If continuity exists, you can conclude that the wiring from the climate control unit to the sunlight sensor is intact. After checking for continuity, you must assess the results carefully. If continuity between the specified connectors is confirmed, it indicates that the wiring and connections are functional, leading you to the next steps in diagnosing the performance of the sunlight sensor itself or the climate control unit. However, if no continuity is detected, this indicates an open in the wire between the climate control unit and the sunlight sensor, meaning there could be a break, a short, or a disconnection somewhere along the circuit. In such a case, repairing the identified break in the wire is critical to restoring proper functionality to the sunlight sensor circuit. After completing all necessary repairs related to DTC B1229, the final step involves verifying that the work was successful. Start by checking for DTCs again using the Honda Diagnostic System HDS. This step will help confirm that the diagnostic code has been cleared and does not reappear. Additionally, ensure that both the automatic lights are functioning correctly and that the climate control settings respond accurately to varying light conditions inside and outside the vehicle. This assessment is paramount in ensuring that the repair was effective and that all components are working harmoniously. If everything operates without further issues, then the repairs can be considered complete. In terms of preventive maintenance for the sunlight sensor circuit and associated components, it is advisable to conduct regular inspections as part of routine vehicle maintenance. Regularly checking the wiring and electrical connections can preemptively identify any signs of wear, corrosion, or loose connections that could later lead to DTC B1229. Keeping the sensor and its connectors clean and free from obstructions will also assist in maintaining accurate readings and optimal functionality. Ensuring that your vehicle's climate control and lighting systems are functioning properly can enhance both safety and comfort while driving. By being proactive, you can potentially avoid unexpected malfunctions and costly repairs in the future. In conclusion, Understanding the role of the sunlight sensor is critical when addressing DTC B1229 in the Honda Accord from 2008 to 2012. By following the outlined troubleshooting steps, you can effectively identify and correct any issues within the sunlight sensor circuit, ensuring that your vehicle's lighting and climate control systems operate correctly. Consistent and thorough preventive maintenance practices will help keep these systems functioning optimally and can minimize the risk of encountering similar issues in the future. Ultimately, a safe and comfortable ride is a priority, and regularly monitoring the health of the sunlight sensor circuit contributes to achieving that goal. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.